Mr. Hall, Simon Morris, Dragon's Eye.
This mock funeral was meant to symbolise the death of the fire service at the hands of the government.
Will you talk to us, Mr. Hall? We're entitled to have an answer.
Yes, and you have got an answer.
No,
I've already
haven't.
told
I've got
you.
a response, but I haven't got an answer to the question. Mr. Hall, what do you say about allegations that you attempted to intimidate people?
Iraq's resolution-busting rockets, the imminence of Hans Blix's report to the UN, the heavy security at Heathrow Airport, the Home Secretary's statement to Parliament. Today, everything seems to point one way, impending war.
The judgment that I reached was that the available admissible evidence at the moment, I emphasise, is not enough to start a prosecution now.
Well, have you told Indite what evidence is missing?
I've given Indite, and there have been 3 occasions now, a detailed account of my reasons.
But you fear that a rush for nuclear, as you put it, could cause that market to collapse overnight?
Well, it could, and I'm not saying it will. It's a fear, and our advice, therefore, to government is to ensure that if, and it's entirely a political decision, if nuclear is going to be part of the mix, make sure that the investment model that you've got does allow for investment right across the board.
Mr. Hall, why won't you give us some answers? Are you a bully, Mr. Hall?
The email from a nurse in the university hospital's emergency unit said patients were being treated worse than animals, like vegetables in fact, waiting sometimes more than 50 hours on a trolley.
It's not a safe environment for patients to come into, and there's a basic part of nursing.
An extraordinarily strong statement. It's not a safe environment.
It is not a safe environment. At times, it is not a safe environment.
This project's part of a $12 billion deal between ExxonMobil and Qatar Petroleum, which involves building other LNG terminals around the world. And that deal's part of a wider strategic shift in the global oil and gas industry.
Mr. Hall, why don't you speak to us? Mr. Hall!
The car is in the way, please. The car is in the way.
We will move it, Mr. Hall. Will you answer
No
our
comment.
questions?
Solicitor, talk to you. Please move the car.